Hi everyone, this is electricbikeman.com again with a walk around review of this new 2018 Giant EMTB model. It's the Giant Dirt E+2 Pro referring to the new Yamaha stroke Giant Pro motor, crank drive motor it has. You can see down the bottom there. So we'll take you through all the new features step by step now. I guess the first thing to note is the redesigned frame on this bike, which is allows for sideways removal of the 500 watt-hour battery, and also you've got a completely new lighter motor. Here you see that motor. Which is a Yamaha PWX motor in terms of hardware, but it has Giant's own software profiles in it, which claims to give you 80 Newton meters of torque, which is plenty of climbing hill power. And then we'll also come to this battery removal here. Which I'm going to attempt with one hand, as you can see. So that's got to be one of the easiest batteries to remove I've come across. That's one-handed while holding the camera. And the big deal about that is, with it removing sideways rather than up, that means you've got this nice dropped frame here, so plenty of space for easy mounting for older riders or smaller riders. Just one or two more features on the battery here. That's your capacity. As you can see, not a lot left in it at the minute. That also lights up when you're charging. That's, as I say, a 500 watt-hour battery. That's actually Giant's choice of battery cells in it. They've gone with Panasonic. Other motors using other e-bikes using Yamaha motors, you'll probably find come with Yamaha's own standard choice of batteries and software. But Giant apparently has been allowed the choice of their own batteries, and they've gone with Panasonic and the choice of their own software on this Sync Drive Pro motor. And they say it's the sportiest in their range. I think they've also got a sport range and a life range, which don't give you as much assistance. This has got 360% assistance in the top range compared to the life and the sport range motors which you find on other bikes, which will only go up to 300%. So that's just a quick overview of the kind of the mainly new aspects of the 2018 bike. If you see older 2016, 2017 reviews of Giant EMTBs, do ignore them. This is an all-new bike, much sportier motor, new frame design, and older, slightly critical reviews I think you should discard, and just certainly check out the new 2018 Giant EMTBs. We'll take a look at a bit more detail now at the component. Just taking a look at the cockpit view here. You've got a nice big display there, LCD display, and all your functions on the display are all controlled here with your thumb. Power levels up and down, a backlight on-off button, and then two buttons at the top and bottom. On top you toggle your different information display, and underneath you press and keep down for your walk assist, which kicks the motor in when you're not pedalling up to around 6 kilometers an hour. It will assist you just for pushing it up steep hills when you dismounted, etc., or if you've got a heavy load on and you want to push it along with a heavy load. So we'll take a look at this display. Very shiny, as you can see, but still fairly clear there. You'll see it's got the backlight on there for daytime viewing, and then just going back to your thumb control, up and down is a very simple way of controlling your various power levels. I think there's 5. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power levels. The top level is your 360% assist level, and then your gradations below that. You'll also see along the bottom various pieces of information, a range display, so you can see here 71% battery remaining would give you an estimated minimum of 38 kilometers range on the highest power level, and just using the lowest power level should give you around 77 kilometers range. You've also got a cadence to see how fast your pedals are spinning, your overall current trip time, current trip distance, average speed, max speed, and odometer. You've also got these very nice single finger brake levers here on the Shimano hydraulic disc brake controls there, and over the other side you've got dropper post control, which we'll come to later, and your trigger shifters for your rear derailleurs. So that's a nice, clear, easy to use cockpit. Taking a look at the front end, we've got these Suntour Radon air suspension forks, 120mm of travel. You can see the top here. You can adjust on the fly. You can have variable lockout down to fully locked out, fully rigid suspension, and then each little click till you get to a fully open suspension with maximum travel. And that's pretty easy. I've tried it. That's pretty easy to adjust while you're riding along. You just got to lean forward slightly and just reach down with your right hand to give you adjustable suspension. Also, if you're a much heavier or a much lighter rider, you have around the other side here a point for removing or adding air into the forks there. You'll need a special little high pressure pump to do that, but if you find you're bottoming out the suspension, if you're very heavy or go over big bumps, or if you're very light and it's not really doing much, you can adjust it to a greater degree by putting in or removing air. Also of note are these Maxxis tyres, 27.5 by 2.6 inch wide. These are tubeless tyres, i.e. no inner tubes. The tyre just goes straight onto the rim, sits on the rim, and there's some sealant in there as well. So if you look at reviews of these things, you'll find they've got quite a large following amongst very keen mountain bike riders. You have less punctures with them, and also you can run them at a bit lower pressure. So that's a very nice touch. I haven't actually come across that before with other AMTBs using tubeless tyres. Now coming to the rear of the bike, you'll see here you've got your dropper post, which I can demonstrate. You simply squeeze the lever down on the right handlebar, and you'll find you've got then adjustment on the fly for raising and lowering your seat post. If you come to a fast downhill section, you want to hang off the back of the bike, you simply squeeze in the lever on the front, your weight will take the post down and you can hang off the back of the bike, and then you can bring it back up again whilst you're riding on a more level section. The drive chain, a single front chain wheel, fairly standard 10-speed derailleur. That's Shimano DRXT rear derailleur, and here's the usual anti-slap kind of clutch mechanism that stops your chain banging about. One nice touch here is you've got some mounts here, which presumably are for a rack if you want them, which you don't often see on EMTBs. And also I've noticed, I'll have to double check on this, but what looks like a kickstand mount round the other side. So that's the Giant Dirt E+2 Pro, available from 50cycles.com for $2,895. For more details, a full ride report, more details on the bike, check out the full report at electricbikeman.com. Thanks for watching.